Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. For the first, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Cynthia Salsabila. I'm from Unit 2, Semester 2. My major is Education of English. So, here I want to read about analysis of mixed code and data components in ACEH PHP song PHP. Excuse me. So, this study aims to find out the use of code mix in ACEH song lyrics and examine the speech components contained in ACEH song lyrics based on speaking context from Hymes. This study used descriptive qualitative method with a sociolinguistic approach. The research data source is PHP Excuse Me song lyrics contained in the Boh Hatterberg album. Data collection using the revert-to method with a Looker observation technique. Data were analyzed descriptively. The result of the data analysis showed that the type of mixed code contained in PHP Excuse Me song lyrics in a type of mixed code that comes from the Acehese language and Indonesian language and then mix the exit code source from English. The entire speech component is found in PHP song lyrics. Excuse me. The results of this study are in line with Trispan's 2017 research which found mixed code that occur in Aceh song lyrics Boh Hate2 Goyang album again type of mixed code into which is derived from the original language and all its variations, namely mixed code in Indonesian. Then mix the exit code that comes from a foreign language, which is the mixture of code from English. The cause of the code mix is to A. Familiarize the atmosphere. B. Ensure the topic of conversation. C. Arouse a sense of humor. D. Just style or prestige. E. To affirm curtain intention. And F. Show off their learning or position. The results of the study are also in line with the research of Dewi 2018, who found that there are 16 forms of mixed code contained in gentleman's song lyrics, namely insertion of elements that are tangible, insertion of elements that form parts and to insertion of elements in the form of a clause. The dominant form of code mixing in the insertion of elements in the form of parts. Okay, and then speech components. The findings and analysis of the research data of PHP song lyrics found each speech component which according to Hymes must exist in a narrative which include settings or scenes, participants, ends, key instrument norms and genres. Thus it can be said that PHP song lyrics have fulfilled the requirements of a speech. The results of this study are supported by Purba's research, 2011, which concludes that the second symptom in language communication is a speech event, which is a social phenomenon that involves participants with one subject that takes place at a particular time, place, and situation. This speech event is marked by a component speaking, including time, place and situation, participant, purpose and objective, shape and content of speech, tone and method, variety of language, norm, and the type of delivery language. The type of mixed code contained in the ACEH PHP song lyrics, which is the mixed code that comes from the Acehnese language and Indonesian language, and mixed the exit code that comes from the English language. The form of mixed code is words, phrases, clauses, and expressions. The speech component in PHP song lyrics has fulfilled the requirements according to the Hames theory, which states that there are 8 inner speech components in a speech, namely setting or scene, participant, and key instrument, norm, and genre. Guys, this is the last one of conclusion for me. So, code mixing in the use of 2 or more languages contained in a speech when the speakers is communicating. In this code mix, the speaker inserts a lot of fragments of regional languages, English or other language. Vijana divides the mixed form of code into 5, namely mixed code in the form of word, mixed code in the form of rewords, mixed code in the form of group of words, mixed code that takes the form of idioms, and the last one, mixed code in the form of clause. In Nababan's opinion, code mixing can occur due to the following factors. Number 1, speakers and speech partners communicating in informal situations. Number 2, the speakers want to show his education or his position. In the study, the type of code mix contained in the lyrics of the ACEH PHP song "Excuse Me" is a mixture of code derived from Acehnese, Indonesian, and English. The components in PHP song "Excuse Me" also meet the requirement that there are 8 components in a speech, namely setting, participant, and key, instrument, norm, and genre. Okay guys, I think that's all for me. Thank you for watching my video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.